We are right in the middle of the single biggest shift to the workforce since the Industrial Revolution. And it's all because of one thing: artificial intelligence. This is not science fiction anymore, folks. It is here. And the biggest question on everyone's mind is, what does it mean for your job? So let's just start with a number: 300 million. Just let that sink in for a second. According to a pretty major report from Goldman Sachs, that is the incredible number of full-time jobs that could be exposed to AI automation. We're talking about a massive global disruption to how we work. And of course, that leads to the most important question of all, right? The one you're probably asking yourself this very moment. Is my job on the list? Well, stick around because we are about to get into it. Okay, so first, let's look at the immediate impact, because this isn't some gentle wave of change we're talking about. For a lot of industries, this is a shockwave, and it's reshaping things right before our very eyes. The scale of this is it's wild. Those same analysts at Goldman Sachs, they believe that up to two-thirds of all current jobs could see at least some of their workload automated by AI. And look, this isn't just about factory jobs anymore. This is white collar, it's creative, it's hitting basically every single sector you can think of. So let's get specific. Which jobs are really on the front lines here? We're going to do a quick rapid-fire rundown of the professions that experts are saying will be heavily automated in, say, the next 5 to 10 years. First up, customer service representatives. I mean, we've all dealt with chatbots, but they're getting ridiculously smart. They're now capable of handling really complex problems without ever needing to pass you to a human. Next on the list, car and truck drivers. With companies like Waymo already partnering up with Uber, the whole era of self-driving cars, it's not some far-off dream. It's literally on our streets right now. Now, this one might actually surprise you. Computer programmers. See, while human language is tricky and full of nuance, programming languages are structured, and AIs like ChatGPT can already write perfectly good code, which puts a lot of those entry-level coding jobs at risk. Then you've got graphic designers. I mean, with public tools like DALL-E out there, basically anyone can type in a simple text prompt and get a professional-looking image. That's direct competition with human artists. And finally, data entry clerks. Let's be honest. AI is just way faster and more accurate when it comes to processing huge amounts of data. McKinsey actually estimates that almost 40% of these jobs could be impacted. The takeaway here is pretty clear. If a job is all about speed and repetition, it is right on AI's home turf. Okay, I know that was a heavy list, but if you think this is all doom and gloom, you are wrong. In fact, this is where the story gets really, really interesting. This is all about why we humans are far from obsolete. I absolutely love this quote. It's from Nick Clegg, who is the president of global affairs at Meta, and he's talking about AI models. He says, in many ways, they're quite stupid. And it's brilliant because it perfectly captures the reality behind all the hype. Yeah, AI is powerful, but it also has some serious limitations. So let's break this down. On one hand, machines are incredible at speed, processing data, and recognizing patterns. But humans, we own things like empathy, critical thinking, moral judgment, and true original creativity. And those are the skills that are incredibly hard, if not impossible, to automate. And that brings us to all the jobs that require that essential human touch. I mean, just think about it for a second. Could an AI really, truly replace a compassionate teacher? Or a nurse giving you care at your bedside? Or a therapist guiding you through a tough time? What about a lawyer making a complex ethical call? No, not anytime soon. But this isn't just about which jobs are going to survive this thing. It's about all the new ones that are going to be born because of it. See, AI isn't just a job destroyer. It's also a massive job creator. The best comparison we have in history is the Industrial Revolution. Sure, a lot of old jobs disappeared, but they were replaced by millions of brand new jobs in totally new industries. We're seeing that exact same pattern happening today. It's just happening a whole lot faster. Need a real-world example? Here's a job that literally did not exist a few years ago: the prompt engineer. This is a person whose entire job is to talk to AI, to craft the perfect questions and commands to get the absolute best results. It's a brand new skill for a brand new world. And that's just one example. There's a whole ecosystem of new roles popping up. AI ethics specialists to make sure these systems are fair, health tech specialists who are integrating AI into medicine. You even have AI literacy trainers whose job it is to get everybody else up to speed. The opportunities are just exploding.
All right, so all of this brings us to the final, and I think most important part of this explainer. What can you actually do about all this? This is your personal playbook for not just surviving, but actually thriving in the age of AI. So here's your 4-step plan. First, double down on those uniquely human skills we talked about: creativity, critical thinking, empathy. Second, get curious. You don't need to learn to code, but you do need a basic understanding of how AI works. Third, you have to become a lifelong learner. The tools are always going to change, so your ability to learn is your single greatest asset. And finally, be ready to adapt. Your job in 5 years might not even exist yet. So where should you focus your energy? Right here. Creativity, critical thinking and problem solving, emotional intelligence, managing people, and just strong communication skills. These are no longer soft skills, okay? In the age of AI, these are your superpowers. They are precisely what makes you irreplaceable. And we'll leave you with this fantastic final thought from Chris Nicholson, who's the CEO of an AI company. He said, avoid bullshit jobs. If you're bored in your job, the machines will probably eat it. So the ultimate question this leaves all of us with is this: how can you make your work so engaging, so creative, and so human that no machine could ever even hope to replicate it?